And they are one of the greatest holidays in our lives. 1st May 2025 FM. Sompa 106.5. We're giving you a happy holiday. We are celebrating you today live here on Sompa 106.5 FM. We're giving you happy and we're wishing you all the best. Na Ghana hakra no uye djuma wakatua hu nsem senet here. Akatua no eso yendi ana enso yendi. Mu amu abonten ena mbetimi a kire. Mu amu ye djuma e wo Ghana ha. They say Ghana ha ye minimum wage re saying 19 cities 90 pesos. That is the daily minimum wage. E wo ye memu ha. Menim say enche na mu peje mo. But the net it was the expectation of all workers, but that notwithstanding, within the Public Services Commission, the amount of 10% in a subuan, a someone has en zombo. A kobe as en kobe bia. 2 years Juma na uji aketua by 2,000 Ghana cedis. 10% no aye 200 cedis ababeka waketua ho. Is that enough to cater for you? Ebusia na yatra se akabado ye be de. Once adura yatra ha eka se aye the new patriotic party. Wo mu thank you to a won ahase a oye no. Na said the name corona say won etwa so. Adichi ya neuze. I am the national chairman of the new patriotic party. Around 17. What the Ababa should say? Okay, this one is a letter emanating from the headquarters of the new patriotic party. Dated May 1st, 2025. I see the national chairman on break. The national chairman on brief break from the thank you Thor. Hey, was it the national chairman on brief break from the thank you Thor? The new patriotic party wishes to inform all members and the public that the national chairman has taken a short break from the ongoing nationwide thank you Thor to attend to some pressing matters. The national chairman remains fully committed to the tour and will rejoin the team in due course. The party appreciates all members' continued support, enthusiasm, unwavering commitment, and cooperation. Signed, Richard Ahiagba, Director of Communications, the New Patriotic Party. Hey, as a big crazy. Okay, maybe some more. About Abochie's voice, you become once a bar. Say then say, oh, reason or am I? Okay, we'll come back to it. And I am Penny Casa. Our Mayday, a job on us. Somebody to Ghana say the ECG would not be privatized. Nanka Manfo him say ECG enter into some partnerships, but he says that ECG would not be privatized. President John Dramani Mahama has assured Ghanaians that the Electricity Company of Ghana will not be privatized under his administration, reaffirming his commitment to strengthening the public sector Ghanaian fashion. His comments comes in response to growing concerns about a possible privatization of the country's main power distributor amid fears of collapse linked to heavy indebtedness and poor management. Wow. Then we have another story here. And also said, Baumia visits injured KNUSC student at Komfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital. Once that right, yet so isu kase. Asamu see, you know, honorable Kennedy, Japan kwa and a tuan among etimi akwa aya bofrano or Komfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital. And no yes Sunny Janugu amusuna Dr. Bamu Baumia kwa Former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has visited Herbert, the KNUSC student who was stabbed in Kumasi on Monday night. Herbert, a member of the Unity Hall Jama group at KNUST, was part of a student team providing cheer songs for an individual during the NPP's Thank You Tour held in the Bantama constituency on Tuesday. Story ways we had room. And one story, and there, Abochie's voice ever dwelling on it. Sir, a baby abba. Na your form say, Wamumra, your fed my four, some ministers, a bimumba CEOs, a bimun serve in other capacities. Our abenumwa. You say, I was so declare your assets. As at 31st March deadline, a man paying His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Adimayeno. Yebisa say, how many of the appointees and I declare one more assets? Say one more woman declare, no. Yanyamu nyina din wa ha. Enti de omu din betudwa enne nwumre e wo Sompa 106.5 FM. Nyame adom so a Kane Auditor General. Aye ya papa Mr. Domolevo yebenya no ahoma no so na yede no edi nkomo. And you know this issue would also be looked at enne e wo ya dwumadie so. Nti me gidi pise be bia obiara. When the time is due, I'm also your friend is saying, so on behalf of the team, I'm talking about School Face. I'll monitor your social media pages. And also on behalf of me and Kesamini Abema, my one and only producer, an ardent producer, your friend of Bright Entry, would want to say a big welcome to the show. There's going to be a research presentation today. May Day Magic, honoring workers, welcoming spring, where solidarity makes celebration. And you know, that's going to be a presentation over here on the International Labor Day. Public Services Workers Union of Traders Union Congress of TUC of Ghana. So that's what it is. That's where the presentation is going to be centering today. And baby, enko baby. Now let me do this one quickly. Yenya Mr. Domelevo ewa humano so, but I am told say very soon we'll be having him. Now I have thought say until I'm told say very soon we'll be having him to put out this kind of conversation to Yentie for Abochie Sompa 106.5 FM. Can I say so we so do techimana. Uko Sompa 106.1 FM so yi edaho etwa no ho fre de sas na do wani kira takwa na uko Sompa 101.1 FM so yi so enam ho ebusu esa ka o say so yi so do wani kira aye Facebook obomoden na ko type Sompa 106.5 FM akra ayade leave your comments there and let's get the show running. Say me can car, you know. Yansaka Kane Auditor General Ewa Manoso, Rat Domelevo, Ewa Manoso. Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Forgotten Country. Ewa Sompa 106.5 FM.
Good afternoon and thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, it's been great having you here. Yeah, but that was say one more who can say you know be din komo. Now then komo twetwe no say na Workers Day Ghana ha May 1st day you know say July for that. I don't know if you have been monitoring the ekoso wabra your man pinyin ekoshia July for anyone ekasa ye. Now I'm person bisa say I be monitoring the conversation so far about this May Day no. The bank power and a chill drink before we go to the substantive issue.
But your father, now the whole day we were meeting. This year, I'm free meeting as I want him near on my penny kind of man.
I want to. Because me them in the short time monitor news pa. So one to the yo be that say. Yo fry from no bone. Na Ghana ha ye can be sir asset declaration. Sir ye to abawie na ɔmampanyin no ɛsoɛ na ɔstarte adwuma yɛ a ɔpaw ɛyɛ adwumayɛfoɔ ɔne wɔne bɛyɛ adwuma na as part of one of the conditionalities I will before you start working I was saying to declare your assets so you share a year list here occurrences here ebinum up to now they have not declared their assets because a man paying my 31st of March 2025 to be the deadline so Kobani say then I was say yeah because we don't know what is happening I understand say obi wo hokra no wantimi and declare the access asotwe bi wo you being a former auditor general of the man high then pa na obeka che sankrofo no
yo omedase ne di kan emra kuni ne wo memo e friend constitution article 28 HRS ansana obeshe eduma say as a president member of parliament, minister, any some other position. And he answer who be declare
Sompa FM
any liabilities actually the auditor general. And now Emra Fufro Bizuso on my friend at 550. Now that Emrano and also a repetinia constitution nakano. Memo ese what chance to pa any usimisia American terms of manemro usimisia yembinum de yanji muno ebisisa emrano enpeyi ebise emrakuni ne wo man se ezise wo yan san wa sheduma enti eno enkodanche nania abeto dwa ne se omampanyi amrana also na bedwa for ama oma ko share o eduma se no o kind of MI nati say assets and liabilities declaration no ehu nya pa enti obia enye na obema nipenyi baako nipenyi fo baako the chief of staff ama deadline the data
yenina yetie sompa
moi sabre no wa appoint omo and that's what power as say we na declare that date no any the 1st of March 2025 and the abeto just say ngofua ensanka every time na o maye na mwanya media me just say a hard dream be the ekoba say o mampanyi oni me panyimfo no edi wo mu nkomo wo kukwam empo no ka kire wo mu se mu nkonkoye ena wo manya me di se a hadwe nemu wedie bedwam eno mampanyi e ka se ehu hia me pa enti mu nyina monye na mehye eda a esese enu ho na mu nyina moye na asambeto dwa se nia o mampanyi ke nyina na sumfo anase na nempanyimfo no o mamfa anye djuma ni jiri se enye ko ya brofuka se be friend no disobedience
Sompa FM
enti mimi jiri se we mpo de nyemra about insubordination it is enye indiscipline madrimu de se many o mampanya enka mepa mum nyina ni obi ni nyotwe enya doa nka meyi o nyina afro agise bia na there was a genuine reason bia entia oniano entimi and declare by that date bia na sorry bia na oyare bia the hospital ndi wentimi amfa nkoye ende metiasie anase o mampanyi ankasa mpo asomano amanoni the onfiri o mam nkonko eduma bi mano entina oni o mam na mom se wo o mam na se wentini
yenina yetie sompa
anye the edumaje ya medi oni ana ho ya eno na make se o mampanyi onhwe ne ya mfa in discipline and share amamu na se esese otwe o maso
Yo, you better say, but say, Usho Mampenyin and Kasa, or no one Kasa, they were declaring assets to Antisana. Why publicly? And na point is, you know, then Tina, woman up to now, woman young declare. Do you think, say, Anya Biano, one more suban bonny be a womutimu, and Tino Munye, and I say, I don't know. Then I'll drink some to me. Yes, I did.
And not the images that woman is Zanka, Omuyo Moano. Because India, opening the castle at Tisena, Union. Impose a wound to me, Zankama in Nasu to say, opening the work in the Wakadia, and the Nadia meeting me. I Namo Woma Grimono. Nientia, Noma Ecobanistan said. I'm ready, I can't say Yene. A 1992 constitution until from 1993 in a bay effective. A month for
Sompa FM.
Maybe a now say ye the Subuano Ebo Money the Court Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice. As we are constitution apa almost say so Obi Busa Manasoa almost share any way to man. Yeah, Ebba say Supreme Court, sorry, a commission.
Yeah.
You say, okay, a cocoye na men yes said you, and yeah, Brofumbeka say, go and say no more.
Yeah.
That approach. This is a media. Magimono. Say constitution, and I'm reckoning say, we here say, Ubaya Sadden and son of which you must say. Now, why should you must be? Neoho anasebe busumi neoho anasebe infibe neoho na who and declare ya me say enka ebeye say commission ndi begina na nanso aka tell say and the adwuma or recommend this sad man o mampanyi anase ne a opa wo se ko adwuma na say onia na ni so a ni ehun say sa disobedience no
Sompa
but ukaya including Chief Justice and judges of Supreme Court or Superior Courts of Justice and Electoral Commission and for Bebre,
yeah.
Obi any ho ya twina so. Enti say ye wo oman na say with me eye bibia na say asotwe bi any ho a e de minim pe de sika ne twemu impunity
never.
And impunity, where there are no consequences from his behavior, it brings about impunity. In Tinka, a bed then or Mempenia Begina bedroom, a catch them say, me mamuda say, en ruhono, Namuina Maye, na a dano apa home bears a busumini, na a be any, medium D, woman who yaupa. Say me, I mean, no, Casay, Eo Mempenia, Enka, made the Inca man who said, Mr.
Domolevo, I don't know because I'm paying for it did not start from today. Right from the year 1992, a constitution by 93, I started the year Juma on this particular asset declaration tenor. Idea. 1 year, appointees of government. Idea, they don't want to always declare their assets. That is a worry to me, and I feel say it's because of the fact say they have that kind of corruptible thinking in their minds. That is the reason why they don't do it. Would you side with me?
Me no be agree because nientia anase butaintia sa emrano ewo hone say ye wo aban mu anase kita aban sika ne de enye den a ebia wo de unsabebom kakra. Hey, now,
all the legends are okay. I said, okay, you're on Sompa 106.5 FM. And I would just say, I buy you any idea buying a Juma Bemano, or in Sabum Kakra.
Sir, and Sana, Omudibumuna, Omumpesi, who said, or the Nisabum, and Sana, Obabe, Abe, Jumabiana, a Hianit is me. Ebi a bicycle kuro nibi na afi wakwa ko kire se o mi bicycle ba kuna me wana se mi nishi na actually anywhere Sompa na be J9 na eno afi de cars in a houses na zippo no inchiremu be de nti pam no tware no omo declare access no so that bibie ni wa obetumi de asusu se ansana ye fa as a minister no na wuni hwe ana se wo fie kura na wo fie ba akopɛ nse wo fie efie awo no akodu enum na enan na ebeka ho no wunya sika no wo he ansa na wusi enunti ene ya na omabu womani agu emra kunini a ewo oman emu ena me de meji se ehu behia pa se yentimi enhwi enye hwe han emma oman mpanyifo emu omra no so emra no so na se wo mu ebu mra so se ya tumi ben ananyina so ben na wo mu wo wo mu de ebu oman ekyerɛkyerɛ timamufo se wo de yesi na se minister wo mu oman emra na wo ka kyerɛ nsi yenye bibine ya anya wo befu anase wo bunfu
onse we nkomo we o say nkomo ayete o say yete wo radio super na ko amanfo tirim because obi ekowia akoko anase banche na yede no kogina asem bibia utimu say asotwe ede mano no eya na emu odin but we a ye ka say ya fa o say be ya ban adwuma declare your assets one declare etiamra e wo say ye twewaso but we de ye ntwewaso but obi akowia bode betem ba ko pe na say ni parne de ni namra kwan so
enam no na me obi din komana mbisa ne say se esihia wo ho se ansa na wo ko university no wo hia abia A level anase senior certificate omo friend was use
yeah was
na wo university second year or first year na ye bisa so certificate we wo se me bia enye pam na pam o
ye nyina ye tie Sompa
o e die se wa ba trem we die e die afi nti anase di nti me no debi mitia emze Kumasi university nkofo bi kura na emzo mu ye wi ase no mo wi ba ye yomadi eno no chese discipline any omemu na say the top hierarchy of the country omemu penyifo enye discipline say ya enyina so ben ena mi bisa say enyina so ben ena wo mu be gina so abisa anase ahwehwe se timamufo de ebedi mraso ena wo kan ya se minkan se mefua kronbo anase boniye bia eso nso so obi oyienti ebia na wakowia banki anase bodiye nka odi kono adi yekina eni na otwe ni edina semawi ni edina kotrim na mum se amam mpanyimfo no wo mu wie ye sika na eno kra ye mfreni theft ye mfreni corruption ye man brofo de said ye uti kra wo se I dey we the celebration na say dey
Sompa FM
you say me no ye dey suppose keep me guys we are thieves suspected theft or attempting to steal and stealing e be friends say akronfo so apenpanimfo dey ye nka so mo yakronfo ye say misappropriation of fund misapplication ye ka brofo no fe say the one we kro be guys we had the papa bi am o man no na be we kire mfie na mfie nu mfie du na a case na that's no court na onam ho and yen go here at the end of the day asem na any unwai na what na so intimidate say yeah a justice delivery system no and yet fit for purpose is not in the ordinary Ghanaian well and yet fair mean can say we should have a system whereby you can go and steal small things that be mean can say but afupia ye de ma sankrofo no ese se ye de mohu e de ma ye mpanyimfo no so because wo mu kro no na wo mu bo no ebo oman and this obi akowia body betting 20 million 30 million 100 million no ngo afa nti suku ansenke ye sima ye nkwada betimi akosuko no school dan ni ho akwan ansenke ye yi emi netimi fa so no ekwan no basa uko ayaresabia wanhwe wuo na obewu esese nyina yesori ne kase tia sa supan esese ye ma asotwe a emu odeni pa eko mpanyefo no.
Yo, where dey Mr. Domolovo, yenja osisi about my entry nkomo kakra ekweredim. Na yehu say with this asset declaration issue at that way, Yeshua Mahama appointees here, over 50 of them, Sabre, they've not been able to meet the deadline. Then now, Susu say, aye, your man penyin, John Dramani Mahama, I was all the year.
Minimia or Mampany, Ebay, Minina. And I'm actually my business say a bit, yeah, and as I said, obey here, who to be a primo odia, and car, who to be a new woman, the woman said. Oh, Mumpa Ompa Mumina, because so this subai a memoasia and yet say on Mampany pa Bejina bedroom. I got you say, and that's it, not why I don't know. Now, I done up
Sompa FM.
Since the MZ do 31 as a 30 days.
Yeah.
Now, Unyanya, and Jay.
And you can say 1 year and ye no. One more unfair need you new bro and for more mapiana.
I don't America, no. And yes, woman go on Mampany Mass. Now, on Mampany, I did not beg your mark as the same way. I need Yama well. Yes, or ye, or no one do. Or ye no more warning. Say, look, me for we, you memory. Branos said, and me met him Branos.
So would you be disappointed? Would you be disappointed, sir? Or Mampany, Ebeyen Shahan, no Jadiwi, Amanada Hokwana. Would you be disappointed?
Well, disappointment, dear, that is not the issue. Me name information a war on Mampany who are me aware of. But
publicly, you and I know, say they've not done it. Yeah.
If now there is some justification. If BBC and Unti and we are going to man yet and mom says she see in a year and need the no one farmer of the Mampany dear. Miss Renner said, on for Mumina. Do
you think
as soon as we be out or just as we trim be out or just say or the Mawa a yen, obey to my say Daniel meow below Eka say the anchor as we trim be any horse, my dear human influence. No, on your penny in a also a poor my pay or normal or as your opinion we or the normal be a cable man sana or funny decision. Indeed. As we should be around for Mamma, as we should be any on Sudia and the air.
Okay, but when now okay, a toss muye pa, but said your waka say, on the issue of you being disappointed or not being disappointed, won't mean because there could be something happening over there. You and I, we don't know. But you at this particular point think say, it was a bank communication about mounting. Ebe kasachira mamuni nyina adekudentia sa nipa over 50 up till now omo nyanye eye omo asset declaration.
So communication eba out da boapa. If we say entry me dem hwa entry ti say on betimi amayati ase say sebio nipa omo enye no omo nyina. There is a justification here. Omunyanye, and I say, Omuna Eddie at the Sedia Betom and Penny say, a dan of Pico in Katramae, in the actual Quenimu, Entina Omunyanye, and I say this Entina Omunyanye, I mean, say, Inca Ebabua Ina. Now, Master, I said, now you are in Shambia Sasana, Snippy, okay, and no Akasa, and GM Fancy.
Oh, my last one, my main last one, if you na UCC, I read the Molo, with a Mr. Sompa FM for yourself. Last one, and then say, then a constitution, no, a kafahu, so be a when Timian declare the assets, na constitution, no, then or kafahu in terms of assumption.
Constitution, there wouldn't say any American or and that go into details. Say, yeah, you see, and the entry associate and I say, me and Yenny see. Inti MPP no, na parliament, and I say, Mreshe Big, na Omushemra, and these are details never about. Entina Mekan, sir, Emrana, a friend at 550.
At 550, okay.
550, no, so unfortunately. I didn't say him by so I'm far as to Portavia and to say, why, and that's why, say anything in your war. And Nuntina, Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice, SC or more entity who come faso, entering for us because Embrani Enkai. And I make us a minimum yagi. Yes, see, we here A level certificate as an Alco University. Now we university, now we need A level certificate. At the minimum, they say a paper more. And medium agreement, a year occupying the public office unconstitutional.
Sompa FM.
So if say Obi Echo office unconstitutionally, we just say and say the first one should be say free ho na ma Obi from that. Me
pacho random level you better was pass o ma ho kwan man ni odi nkomo them say some other day ni e beto yen safro na wa studio ha na e be aye one on one na nkomo twetwe na akọ nanim pa nyame shop pa say ye na odi nkomo na wi on Sompa 106.5 FM for God and country jumedi ana sabre wasugusu a utie da yen hye no so jumedi jumakuo ba ko na afa ho ka na sa jumakuo yi Electroland Ghana Limited one other romantic na sabre yedi for God and country jumedi no edi ebro na ta hye no nsubio se Electroland Ghana Limited hona kwa electronics papa ade a wonsa ebeka electronics papa anti bomodin pa na fa weni kire Electroland Ghana Limited na oni woni enkonko didwa say electronics bia ope bia say Samsung say TCL say any other brand bia ope bia no the place you have to go to is Electroland Ghana Limited. When a chakwan ewo fetchman bia omani backsword ni di hwere mo and again so what do we need to Kumasi a third junction ubehu Electroland Ghana Limited nkran ha de oma to apeti bia bomodi na hwehwe Electroland Ghana Limited for na uni wo mo endi adwuma na say the adwuma de tie no enche Patrick ebebem na waye presentation on Mayday Magic honoring workers welcoming spring obechirem honoring workers welcoming spring. Now you can asset declaration na 1 year enyan declare one assets maybe bubo budin bako yawo Anthony Kwesi Sapon Ghana Revenue Authority Mr. Winfred Kotele Ba Health Facilities Regulatory Agency Christian Tete Yohonu Christian Tete Yohonu IGP, that's the Ghana Police Service. Dates of appointment, 13th March 2025. Mrs. Patience Bafoboni, Ghana Prison Service. Date of appointment 14th March 2025. 14th March 2025. Danielia Mausi Into Sapon, Ghana National Fire Service, March 14, 2025. Samuel Basentali Amadou, Ghana Immigration Service, date of appointment, March 14, 2025. Maxwell Obobabante, Narcotics Control Commission, March 18, 2025. Dr. Joseph Kuyon, National Disaster Management Organization, April 13th, 2025. Mr. Adam Bona, National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons, 19th February 2025. Lawrence Kweku Betanu, Ghana Army, March 17th, 2025. Godwin Blessing, Ghana Navy, March 17, 2025. Eric Ajin Frimpong, Ghana Air Force, March 17th, 2025. Ernest Broja Genfi, Yaminipo. Ernest Broja Genfi, Deputy Minister of Defense. His appointment date was March 12, 2025. Al-Hassan Sohini, Deputy Minister, Roads and Highways, March 12, 2025. Rita Na Odesowa, Deputy Minister, Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, March 12, 2025. Gisela Tete Agbotui, Deputy Minister, Works and Housing and Water Resources, March 12, 2025. And on an appointment. John Kofi Seto Dumelo, Deputy Minister, Food and Agriculture, March 12, 2025. Ali Adolf John, Northern Regional Minister, January 30th, 2025. And on an appointment.
Sompa FM.
John Kwejo Ejepon, Oti Regional Minister, January 30th, 2025. John Kwejo Ejepon, Oti Regional Minister, January 30th, 2025. Ibrahim Tia, Northern Regional Minister, January 30th, 2025. Charity Gardner, Ahafo Regional Minister, February 7th, 2025. Nathan Kofi Boache, Director of Operations at the Presidency, on an appointment January 15th, 2025. As a declaration, as we speak, Set Emmanuel Tekpe, Presidential Advisor on Economy, January 21st, 2025. Larry Bavlo Latte, Special Envoy to the Alliance of Sahelian States Presidential Staffer, on an appointment January 21st, 2025. Nanaya Jantua, Presidential Staffer, on an declared assets, January 21st, 2025. Charles Kikpo, Director General, National Investigations Bureau, 15th January 2025. Dr. Peter Buama Otokuno, he had his appointment 1st March 2025, but as we speak now, he's not declared his asset. Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, Police Advisor, Policy Advisor, Political, January 28th, 2025. Kofi Ochredako, Presidential Advisor on Diaspora Affairs, he had his appointment February 25th, 2025, but as we speak, Onyanye asset declaration. Courage Kweku Makafui Nukpanu, Tama Development Corporation. He's not declared. Hajia Fati, Ghana School Feeding Program on declaring assets. James Gardner, Deputy NFA, National Films Authority, Onyan declared it. Dr. Smith Graham, Onyan Yanidia. Margaret Ansay, also Enyan Yanidia. Auntie Ebujafo, this is the list we are talking about. One was a Ghana had, you didn't hear me, Agropa, Abochie's voice. You didn't hear me, Agropa. Because I didn't wait, Yamra Kunini and Eka, 1992 Constitution, and Eka. But politicians, since 1993, up to now, politicians they don't declare the assets. But when you know, now free abemu korea. And one of you can say, when you Japadi, when you Japadi, or Kodon Cressy, on Kodon Cressy. You need the former Auditor General, or Radom avoiding command the way, Mujasamokai. Asamokai, and I say. Nipa na why on suro say one declare one asset no aye adwinfin bi na show mumu e don't know one person will declare asset no say ye power so mo be adwuma ma oman na aye oman ni sika no na omo di omo sika no omo di omo nsa eyi bi efa sa de we nti na ya no mo person omo declare assets But your man penny or tisu says, your man penny or tisu says, your man penny or tisu says, His Excellency, oh, your man penny or tisu says, His Excellency, President John Dramani Mama, Adi Ababe Tuja say, Wama date by which time I was say Obia declaring assets. As that date, 31st March 2025. But as we speak now, how many of them have declared their assets? As we speak now, how many of them have declared their assets? Over 50 of the government appointees have not declared their assets. But meanwhile, the president himself publicly has declared his assets. Is it supposed to mean say when you are declare no? One muni buo. Obun ferry your man penny ana. Now your man penny no oti hono so no. Ono so den na oba be kan kire yen. Because clearly they don't respect the president. They don't respect the authority of the president. Mr. President, I beg to say this. And I'll tell you in your face.
Sompa FM.
We are speaking truth to power. This one is a requirement by the 1992 Constitution of the state. Would you what point is omudu wenim twitwi fom. Omso twi a wokra ye de wo ye den ni. So also betra ho am omudu wenim atwitwi fom a na to jiwara. Ye man panyin wo betra ho na omudu wenim atwitwi fom a na to jiwara. So when timi enkrake the whipper, then it means say aban panyimfo asabra wonya declare one asset no. Ye beti ya kan say and the na adwemfi bi wo mutim. Ye beti ya kan say na adwemfi bi wo mutim. I'm not saying some of you are the Sabebo Aben scheme, but the Omu here clearly, your name is the Auditor General Domelevo Edin Komodo. As some more catch and I say, a yes, I dream fino corruption, I dream any own team, and I do 90 minutes. So we say, President, His Excellency, who buy a boy Juma Palma for Boa Basso. But Sadia way, went me and crack a whip now, Mr. President. People will not take you serious again. So, on my morning, I take you serious. We want you to crack the whip on this particular issue on the asset declaration. Because you gave the date publicly. So, by 31st, what 1 year, metro aso. Say over 50 of them, you share such with the mom. Sompa FM, ye who I become. For God and for our country. I don't think I yedi nkomo yedi ebremo. So wherever you are, whether MPP, whether NDC, will speak truth to power. Yabaka de said yeti bia. Yam febi ntare ho yam wai bi febi sum embeshim. So this is what we are just telling you today on Sompa 106.5 FM. For God and country, Jumadie ni. Ye from me Kobla Abochie. The OTS is here no. Abochie's voice and to koso any tie Jumadie. Declaration home. Yansaka honorable Kwame Ayimedu what ye pa one of these days ya bankra into the bomodina peda na besraing. Why? Okay. The pa but the name ye friend wanye boni but there's an issue here. About 50% of government appointees are Mahama Aye appointments are why ye no. Up to now, only assets only nyan declare. Say share mampinya none what the tuja say by 31st of March 2025 1 year entimi and declare one assets no wabetwe one aso anya bia no nkobo we abetodwa say Ghana how ko be bia na obi adi how ko be bia na obi adi say appointees ne bebre enyan declare one assets. You being the ranking member on legal and constitutional affairs on asset declaration no, how would you respond to this particular issue abetodwa?
Okay, that's many of them. By law, any constitution, a requirement so a public official, so declare or assess. Members of parliament are public offices.
Sure.
Until be a member of parliament be a come. And appointments or deban, in the past.
Sompa FM.
Pribiano, you call a year parliamentar. Now, ideally, I say, we and Sana. Okay, I say in. That is the ideal way. But any probably ignore. Now, me just say problem no ye because you know the law no. Now, the other time I was saying, say I constitutional constitutional review no. It is about time one. It says say yes, Sam Ranumukina. The entire association Mukana say in the past no, so when you declare what assessor. And no one say what call auditor general, no call forms. Now what they call now what submit here, obie nim adea a woman. Sa nim fi na yaba na ya san ya for us. And you know, majority say as I say, yes sign shemra no. Say a dear auditor general crowd or home coin say obie so. Now what Shenema would they ashishemu na said the mayor because the idea is say about fighting corruption. And here fighting corruption dear now betting me who may call ye member of parliament, you know. Now may assess be a name war matches adaka made the moon back home. A dear McCoy member of parliament, my D MPBS and San 9. The following time, I may bano, may wa brosan best a dream. O share me salary, and me, and yes, sir, and no, and I'll be fast swap. Would it be yes, sir, over the best fighters are corruption. Until President Mahama, the honor the appointment. When I say, yeah, it's answer of a so them Rayajuma. Until 1 year of a chunwason, I think you know one in some because constitution no matter quite say, you be say, and you be say.
And you know, na if you say a loophole a dam run ho enti na manfo etimi enhwe han wo munye.
If you say rano into obi ho no aye in the pastor. Afi bibi pushing say on sankoye. Nti me the problem I'm one say yenhwe rano yi. Yeah.
And you know, you advocating say a constitutional review committee ya problem no omunhwe sam rano.
Exactly.
Sompa FM.
Wow. But as we speak now, don't you think say appointees also said the 1 more year no. Akwa say omampanyin kra no omabu nenim tia. They've shown some level of disrespect to him.
I know the one name pamfo. Any power appoint you omono. Dear, so waka na omunye there and you're right, they should do it, but Majority say bibi na say yefa mrano ho say the beya obia be boom rani.
Na said the which say I was say bibi efa mrano ho no. Na ewo mrahye bedwemu ho. The Legal and Constitution Affairs on Declaration of Assets. Anyabia san komoyi ebeto dwei. Have you put out a statement to tell those who have not declared their assets off as at now to do it?
Asema wachia ene emane de ne asem we ema ya chi
enya mama achi ho
ene asem we mama chi na mama de ne obi ya to aba na de ama and we the president and our number wo man mu no wo pese wo de yeduma no na nge hwehwe se obi ade mra ebe yeduma na enkoye watimi wakame na anti obia bibu no na de obeka no on de be yeduma omo a abusu ode ono ne prerogative say obe punish wo nyame na me wo ho kwan se meye na emom de me ka kosie ni say punishment no kosi sen de enti na omo amu no sebia de no constitutionally no ye betimi de attack corruption na omo ye no bia omo aye corrupted enti ye so omo ye minhunu anything a wo mra no mu a ebema yetimi attack sa enemai nti na me de make say omo comply with the law but going forward no emra no necessary kana kete.
Honorable, you better want to pass on my hokama, you know, didn't come on, Yame and Shroud, yeah, that's it. Okay, so, you could didn't come us a free, I am Rashibijim, Yenny Honorable Kwame, Ayimedu, or no, a ranking member, legal and constitutional affairs on assets declaration, Yem Rashibijim. And then we would also want to speak to Broja Jenfi, Deputy Defense Minister, in our subsequent encounters right here. I was Sompa 106.5 FM. So, but he says something on Facebook that he has declared his assets. Broja Jenfi, Deputy Minister Defense. Sabri, you're checking the Facebook wall. I don't know if he was reacting to what we were saying, but he has said that or declare the assets. And perhaps maybe a listener, it could be that some of them have declared, but they were not captured in the list of those who have declared. So we are still following up. We are still following up live here on Sompa 106.5 FM. But the name workers that the modern now you call you bear man in chain. But there are other issues here we would have to talk about this evening. What was that? No, you fire. You can't crash them pin for no. Sabra me no kasi. Dr. Mahmoud Baumi, Abomoding, Ako, hospital ho, Aquasra, a brantiana. This can warn no abra. MPP Amanyukuno, Echo, thank you, Thor. Ewo Kumasi Uncle Shao Bantuma Pentecost Church. Wabomoding alcohol aquacosra a brantiano. Where the Yabafas Aquina way, so near Bonabaso, Waya de papa. Because Omujama Honorable Kennedy Japon Quacoy Quacosra brantiano. Na aquaco say, I didn't see a yonde. And so no swab modding it to Aquacosra moi. Na it shall say, Yedi Asididema, a Yakani Vice. President, presidential candidate for the New Patriotic Party for the 2024 elections. Ebiom would want to say, sir, nkomo aya ete dino Sompa FM haye. San komono ayadia ekwe chipa. Na bisa krakra tebu mo every the headquarters of Sompa the New Patriotic Party dated May 1st, 2025. National chairman on brief break from the thank you tour. National chairman on brief break from the thank you tour. The New Patriotic Party wishes to inform all members and the general public that the national chairman has taken a short break from the ongoing nationwide thank you tour to attend to some pressing matters. The national remains fully committed to the tour and will rejoin the team in due course. The party appreciates all members' continued support, enthusiasm, and unwavering commitment and cooperation. I beg your pardon. Thank you, signed by Director of Communications, Ura Richard Ahiagba. Hey, now, so do we tell you almost to us one? Hey, MPP. Tell we almost to us one. Unim. Tell we Koswa Ombedu Kumasia na Santine. And I yensha every Western region. Free Western region. Ebedu Ashanti region. Produce Ashwemenim. Every Western region. Produce Ashwemenim. Every Western region. Every Western region. Ebedu Ashanti region. One big person territory. One got Tony Biu. Nana B. Asumbo issue ni be mwa wate toy. Omkopie mo sujane wankobi. Omedu kumase eno hwemenim. Omedu kumase. Opanyin kase ba ko so toy. Odo Kennedy Japan. O si thank you toy. Want to be nkobio. What are we seeing again? The national chairman of the New Patriotic Party. Ayo Ras Stephen Tim. What is why dying? What is why dying? One educated toy, Nana B. Second in Tin Toy Wine.
Kennedy Japan.
And not third wine.
Vice chairman.
Then Vice Chairman. National Chairman. The national chairman of the New Patriotic Party. And then to we dey obawie dey no be atiato ebeka ni papa
ebeka hwan
o say ebeka hwan
and ebusa
na me bisa ebeka hwan hey the new patriotic take it up ni
na prof mentias you oh that yemfa ne say wo wan wi ni wo lose and I was say okay me lose nyankopon say bibia me yemfa se da man
yeah
wo de wo lose na me ko dan krofo ase o me bedam ase se mo obinum koto abane ma me embom ye nuru ba bia ne ye pe eno sususu
enu na asabio
and be tititoi
hey western region yes asumo because obi atiato omko piem wo sunyane abranyane hwan Kennedy Japan exchanges but do kumasis sikan wo atiato nipa mienu se nipa miensa na atiato wọ́n sẹ́ yẹn ní Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo kasa ọ̀ sàn kẹ́bẹ́ yẹ kra sáà tẹ̀ nkìtọ̀ nìkan kọ́ mo suspend it munjai MPP pa are they confused are they confused ọ̀hìn máa ní ní dẹ́dẹ́dẹ́ bright man kwan man bra bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ́bi ọmọra mi nkyɛn ha na camera no capture no ha bra akosha maybe sao hwe but what pick akosha pick no akosha say den esi wo MPP mu ka bibi na enko
say no say dey aye na aye
den na aye
say akwa
akosha den na aye
oya suro ya
enti oya amanie ni suro oya amanie ben
oya esuro oya bi
oya eni ni hwan
and oya epeso obo oya bi
enti oya eni a friend is saying oh David can you say the tibia why can come in oya e hwan can
say no
oya e hwan baumia aha ana oya bi e hwan
Kennedy
aha ana ayadan
say akogina wo mu mie no so
aha oh
and say Kennedy so ne nkobi ejo ne nkobiem di a chama se ne mama so nsan ye bibi nti o sare o be say bibi
debut say chairman ka say onu all sign no could it be that chairman e wo Kennedy afana na na bi e hoti toy no could it be that also wo Kennedy afana because Kennedy atiato Munteni yo chefo munteni Kennedy atiato
Nana bi atiato chairman so
atiato
tentito ne ko
anti san tento we nyina oboye one group ana omo nyina belong to Ken ana na womo a se womo ayese womo be ko no womo so womo ye ba omi ankrofo
I think we researching ye be
akosia asam ye de dikawo amanya go ba ni once waiting at chairman bute be kan say be yanka executives ni na obi anko
ye fa new one bra
Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo the same thing now Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo is a member of the party also a member of this
I remember on a good standing
Charlie very
political party they say Mr. Oman we
people
smartphone ni data
Charlie fine yeah fine Doctor Emma Kwaba Doctor Emma Kwaba
na Joseph obade de enkwache MPP for na unia
MPP for why
party na jija
what's MPP party ejija
na empanyidie so ewo mu no asa na empanyifo se ukokuro bi so na
Doctor ya seba
banchi asa na de nkanfo ere efreduane because
Doctor Nyabotre
the leadership of MPP na o matena se contribute ama party no abaya amanfo party no
abaya den
amanfo party
udi ebe ba wai
ena ama sanchichemu aba party amoye thank you to akwako ye tantrum store
akwako ere
tantrum store obi e di ne yonko atem no mo ko je say odwen ho a on
Doctor Bistro menyama kwan se brim na ba mo so mo ya de bi abo appointees ni bi ya de assets omo nyan declare be ba wase dale yeko Mayday magic honoring workers welcoming spring.
Sompa
Prof
FM.
for nyina akwaba at the Sompa 106.5 FM. And now we so and de ofa Ghana aman nyina tumi say padodo na tifi essence na Mayday celebration. Na ani ebehwe Mayday celebration ni kra no sanate started sen na hompopo kra ne sen benefit a woman is saying enti na wie ye behwe ni nyina na ye hwe a Mayday no enso ye frɛ no International Workers Day ye celebrate on 1st May every year aye da bi ade de tietu asi ho say ye de be ana adwumayefo ene ye promote their right oman ni kro nyina mu na ye twaso and say it holds both historical and political significance, originating from the labor movement struggles from the fair working conditions, particularly the fighting for 8-hour working day. And now Mayday New Year, Adebia a year in 1886, near friend the Haymarket route, and no more fighting for 8-hour working day. And no, and wasem ebe ka ewo presentation. Also, in Ghana, many other countries and many other countries, Mayday is recognized as a public holiday, marked by parades, speeches, awards, and renewed advocacy for workers, rights and better working conditions. And to Mayday, no, asem no Ghana ubaha te say near course no, omampani parade, and on konyeba ema o ana edwumayefo kama. Yeah, very historical background of Mayday. As it, the root of Mayday traced back to the labor union movement in the late 19th century, notably the Haymarket affair in Chicago, 1886. A hot na edwumayefo protest here say, omu here an 8-hour working day. 8-hour working day. And say, okwa dwuma no pa, say 8 hours. Within the 8 hours, you know, say we get a dwuma edru sa, and say bro 8 hours. And so okwa dwuma no pa 8 hours. Therefore, no upon that is within the 8 hours. Adwuma adena na omo pre no. Na sa 1886 Haymarket affair in Chicago no, it caused so many violence. A resulted in kofokra ewu
Sompa FM.
Na the adoption in 1889, the International Society Congress declared May 1st as the International Workers' Day in memory of the Haymarket Matthias and in support of the workers' struggle worldwide. Until 1989, and Yebeji Tum in 1st May, ebeye ewiase nyina adia ye celebrating. Until Sieba Ghana, Mayday no ye celebration no started after independence. It reflected the country's commitment to labor rights and its ties to global labor solidarity. And to Ghana and so no ho asem no. And how Mayday is celebrated in Ghana. So Ghana has Mayday near celebrating no. Yeah, parades and rallies. Government and omampania or tisono a budget data efre edwumayefo ebo mabaso etu omofo ema new laws and so eto be otimi initiate at that particular time. President man address to say near year and kama address no president in awards ceremonies and so etimi ebemu wobra omoye Mayday celebration team-based celebrations and also cultural displays anyom tour asane performance bebre by workers group are very common during Mayday celebration. But you call globally so protests and marches Ghana there no any globally no bibi kakra because in as much as there no you celebrating no say about parade in nema no ekroso for amama so for so there omu protest matches ewo ekrofu froso and mostly no so public holidays no over 80 countries Mayday is celebrated including Ghana enti ehonso assembly no so you have benefits of celebration made there Ebenezer recognition ye or not recognize adwumayfo omo contributing omo sacrifice towards national development. Awareness creation. It highlights labor issues like fair wages, safe working environment, and social protection. And after solidarity building, it unites workers across industries and sectors in a common cause.
Sompa FM.
Motivation and moral boost. Motivation near mom sikani niade awards given and recognition. Also and also eka ebi policy advocacy, public-private dialogue. Ninyina eka benefita ye during May Day so. Now your connection to labor law. The May Day ni labor law no. Connection to say connection be and a dom tem. So here made any labor law now. There's an interconnected there's a connection in between them. Ebini say labor law ni your friend is say made day no and so advocacy for workers' rights. And to made day historically present the struggle for key labor rights like regulated working hours, minimum wages law, and safe workplace. Celebration often comes with demands for updating or enforcing labor law. And no advocacy for workers' rights. And the reflection of existing labor law. Made the labor law no reflected on existing laws. Or mine ma eboa. And my intuition be to say Labor Law Act 2003, Act 6519. Reflected on labor law and May Day celebration and so wages and salaries in the year 2020 to 2025 near Hesania daily minimum wage increase and decrease maimu. So here 2020 daily minimum wage 11.82. That is effective January 1st 2020. And 11% over that of 2019. 2021 so 12.53 and no chance here June 4th 2021 and then we 6% over that of 2020 and at 2022 and so 13.53 which was effective on 1st January 2022. It was 8% over 2021. So we are 2023 and so 14.88 and also started January 2023, which was 10% over that of 2022. The year 2024 and we are 18.15 and also started January 1st and we are 22 over 2023's wages. The year 2025 which is 19.95 March year and no ebetoja 10% or man 10%. That one is over that of 2024. And to labor issues frequently and no be ya state hano. And also and occupational health and safety, gender equality in the workplace, union rights and collective bargaining. And also eka May Day celebration on Ninyama. There are opportunities for legal reforms. So government sometimes announce new labor initiative or amendment to labor law during May Day. So during celebration of May Day, government to me announce new labor laws. Ebe buama adwumayfo or mining and labor union present petitions and resolutions calling for legal changes that improve working conditions. And also during May Day, labor unions now mine to present petitions Emma Omampeni and nipa biara or share almost Emma sa laws so etimi ebeye ebwa ma almost celebrate May Day. There are challenges aside all the benefit that we get from May celebration, May Day celebration. There are other challenges. I say the ma yenikon nieshe. A bit is a commercialization. Oko amai binumusua. Omudi edanu deeper. Emma significance of the May Day ni krano. Ye huso. Bise binumu ye festivals bi eye nieme bi. Emma sad day May Day na ye celebrating krano. Ye hu ye shede hu the significance of it. And a limited impact on poverty policy. In many cases, demand made during May Day celebrations are not translated into action. And Yama, Omo petition, yet is a petition be a Omnicoma president, and now a Jumaya Kobino. Sometimes, Omo policy, no, I am not Omo fa and to a senior, it's a say, and our workers' apathy. Younger generation, yeah, Jay-Z for Nansano, it means a holiday nipani enjoy, but they move some pan and mat into a holiday nibano. As a yen shada yema yeni enkoso. And the Prof say ye conclude ya say May Day remains a powerful symbol of workers' struggle, achievement, and aspirations. Its celebration helps to maintain focus on labor issues that are central to economic justice and societal well-being. May Day no home fasobia yenya, and it is intrinsically linked to the evolution of labor law, serving as a reminder of both past victories and ongoing challenges in ensuring fair labor standard. And also Adiebia Yeshe Ewohom. And in Ghana, the celebration of May Day strengthened the partnership among workers, unions, employers, and the government, building a more inclusive and just work environment for all. And also Ekahon Ebuama May Day no celebration no kama pan. So at Facebook almost no on some pictures via ya posti Facebook okoha ubetimi ahwe May Day celebrations ni bi pictures and the Prof na ne ba May Day celebration no ho asem baby started to baby ya bedroom
me da say but ye kwa ho no sisi ara ye ni Owura Bernard Owusu, ono ye chairman of the TUC of Trade Union Congress Ghana na ye no edin komo. Enti me pese screen o ma enda so sa ma me mfanya ade. Owura Bernard Owusu ma kwa baba Sompa 106.5 FM for God and country you medie no so.
Me da was ene we chief for ene Ghana for to my food na ahotie me awo office me so.
Yo. Ye better wase na ye bi say sabre dey say workers eni age wo Ghana ha o. And then we could see a man paying come out the 2 minutes. Idea Amamuni Aje and Tisana.
Oh, the Dicano, maybe my food na Ishiana, Yabu compound, cheap. Yeah, I hear any day, a person answer of man penny or your Maya medical teacher. Now, edit 2 Jano or man penny, so I see some of these hours as well. I'm a man penny, I sure you said. Going forward, there will be a need for us to collaborate together as a friend is saying, labor. Pension and Manswa, Air Force, and so then need that pension and their own treaty. Sika will make coffee better than now, be sure or also a Juba or yet or penny or public sector or 230,000 Ghana cedis of a pay. And now, a penny for BJ. It's when Sano may now you take a floor. Now you say a normal any day. And Kuyi. And Timmy, a normal penny, extra amount penny, so 8 years. Main come for the main can say yes. And then, you know, I can say, Oman penny, Bosha, or the Asha, and then made you obey so. Now, so when this also there, so we say a union of what there, which is there, as you bet you ready.
Sabre, me share placards, Libya, ne crack for a was a celebration. I say, Bakubia Chima dream pa, and say, workers are suffering. Workers are suffering. Workers are suffering. And you say, how does it make you feel?
It doesn't make me feel okay because I do my program, I do my phone, they pretend to work and they pretend to pay us.
So are you by this saying that workers are going to hire muchre pa?
Many answer is obvious. When you mean I'm Ghana for my four and for Luffy. I don't think I labor, I propose to say, my living wage. Living wage, yeah, the current minimum wage, in fact, the proper beer and mark. But yeah, you know, it's a my living wage. My living wage. But living wage, idea bit like Abochie. If I'm sure maybe the engagement are trying to come.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, you don't care about me dinkobo. Okay, now who can living wage? You know, living wage. I don't know then.
Sompa FM.
Oh, we're free. I'm also engagement. To be asking, I mean, engagement cross. Marital engagement too. Say, then. Engagement cross. Also engagement. Be asking. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Labans and some engagement we are saying now. I don't know. Dog man, what have you?
Major also Prof.
Bibi Abochie.
Bibi Abochie. I'm saying Nena, you observe the midday.
Okay, yes, I can review. Oh, so I didn't be doing come. Okay, Bernard, said I was you. Now who can living wage? I was asking. Living wage, you know, bet me actually mukakra.
Oh, living wage, yeah. Living wage, yeah, BBA. Yeah, Akonya, yeah, the Bamawa. And what's that? What they call a year. You bet you will light bill, bet you water bill. You bet make sure say, yeah, or you any woman, and woman, and what's that? Yeah, they can. I don't know, and yet minimum wage. I don't know, only a percentage. I don't know, yeah, the better for salary. But wait, yeah. You look at your holistic salary. Light bill, water bill, normal
Now, now, what is our uncommon editor or mampenny nimuno? Then our mampenny can a mama kuma.
I got to also have an independent emolument committee. Independent emolument committee. I don't know about that. No one harmonize all the salaries. Single spine. Any other salaries are any the predecessors, the lowest person and the highest person. No, the difference. No measure. Now article what do you call 71 holders and also salary normally done.
And with the harmonization of all the salaries, and Anjabiano or Mampenia Mamo timeline, be say, where the Enconco do say a fee, say a best shape you no my was there any timeline given to you?
Pacho, idea we know a idea need to make that no. I mean, na take time because labor act, their salaries, their pension. There are a lot of things are it's also a better committee. Now out of that committee, we never transfer.
Okay, so what I wanted to find out from you, then say committee now so better no, and you be one timelines within which as our committee no better na.
We are going to meet him, and all those modalities will come out, and we'll let the ordinary Ghanaian or the general public know.
That ben that I'm going to share my opinion on this particular issue.
What my say next week.
Next week also Obeso on my date be
next week Minister of Labor ever completed that activity.
Okay, now let me kind stories be online, but I came across this one. Professor Emeritus Stephen Adai Eddie Ababetu just say yebano eye Ghana ni adwuma ni ho a said ye oye productive ewe adwuma mu no enko bebia the Ghanaian worker is that much not productive. Anya bia asem ogene saying
ignore that.
Me ignore.
Yes, ignore.
Ghana ujiri say adwuma ni a wo Ghana ha ono oye very productive e won adwuma oye edebo oman no mu ana
ewiase final bia obi oye adwuma bia no say if the supervision is high and now nipa or supervisor no they put modalities at work job descriptions apart from job descriptions and normal what say a shady panel so no yeah the two are the thing is adwuma ni bia no be out of that because adwuma ni no koye adwuma say be am nsa be kona no enti then be lazy out of it. It's because maybe the person is not doing supervised work.
You and I know say Ghana high way. Say obi ye aban dwuma, ye say aban dwuma de any biara. Anye biano, you think say asamoa aye prof eken. Any sa asam na da hore say aban dwuma de yemfa yentam mfa mbo ebu. Anye biano sang statement bi no we reconcile. You don't think say productivity is being affected?
Minia wo musa ti e ka say aban dwuma biara ye ni biara. And then, Mamenka Sam, our Fidicacy to President can send it. Managing power say, one money appointees in 1 year, and he's making sure that they will keep everybody KPI. And if you don't follow those KPIs, he will fire you. And so we are moving from that time. We don't have supervision. We'll be here now. At the end of the day, we'll be here. Now there are benchmarks. There are opportunities for you to work to ensure that you profitable. Once you are not making the company profitable, then you don't deserve to be there.
And you think, sir, they would have that kind of strength to carry out this monitoring very well with the KPIs we are talking about?
That is why you are the managing director. You've been employed to run an institution. They've given you human beings to work with. Those human beings that you are working with, you have to make sure that they do the right thing. And you have to ensure that the company is productive. If you are not doing that, and at the end of the year, you declare loss, and you are taking 100,000 Ghana cedis, and you pay the ordinary worker 10 Ghana cedis or 200 Ghana cedis, and you go around to come and blame him that he's not productive.
So how do you react to the assertion being made by Professor Ade that even the productivity levels and the ordinary worker in Togo is more productive than the worker in Ghana?
The ordinary worker in Togo is productive because when he comes and he's working, he's being supervised well. The ordinary Ghanaian, if he's not productive, it means that the one who is supposed to supervise him is not giving him the right supervision.
Until
there are terms and conditions of employment.
Until
if you employ somebody and the person is not doing, or the person is lacking his condition of service, why do you keep him?
Until you say Ghana, you're paying for almost share a Juma who do so no, and your dear supervision, what ye.
And as you will be over, you have more Ghana and penny for your form with a Juma say, or more native executive CEOs. Omunja politics no more with Jumano. No more running a Jumano as a private company and never profitable. And then yesterday, one of my speeches I mentioned said politics a friend is a union and now a Jumaifo the work Ghana young. Then a Jumaifo, you're a politician, you're a Jumaifo, you're a Juma, we be a Juma 20 years, we be a Juma 30 years, we be 15 years. Politicians, common lifespan, either 4 years and another 8 years. And if what do a friend says, I know politics, ma. At the end of the day, it will come and affect you. Tell me, as I say, I human, you'll be a fan after 7 December, or a fan before December. Where are we going? And then if there's another government change, what it means is almost about the same thing. At the end of the day, workers and be affected.
Some come away with their buy and come on here, because we could memono. You were MPP Juma for a Jumanum, and I want NBC a Juma forces. I was Ajuma Cronemo. At the Abai as a son. Na Omodin Tatabi at the Aba, say NBC in a way, Jum, and I buying a best son. MPP for Mabano, or Metata NBC for no more Jum, vice versa. This thing. Don't you think it's destroy your country, Ghana? Don't you think it's destroying the country?
And yes, it's killing the country because we are here and Nipri any woman or remember you because the fear, party be about power. Now and go for instead of say open merit promotion, they promote people based on political affiliation, both based on political links. And then be a minimum because you go for me or me say. So now go did you only ask near the Juma Mano. Emma, you say, Yankopon sign me at the Awuyen. They train me for your pension. Ever how? Into Juma, no Juma shine near promotion. Then say, Obako Dintro. Now, I do be a Juma at the Asha won't because they are shut me and sort I do a deal where it was 1. That's it. One shot at the Akoko and the Bayan.
Teachers in NDC, teachers in NPP. But who platforms be, sir? Is it not disturbing?
Come again.
Teachers in NDC, our political platformer, on Facebook, WhatsApp. Teachers in MPP, almost more WhatsApp group, be, sir. Anyway, I guess. Is it not worrying?
You're very disturbing. As teachers, as doctors, as workers, I was saying we are saying my for once you're linking to a political party, that means we have deviated from our core mandate as workers. Workers are workers. Workers are not politicians.
But the idea,
and I had call for 18 common, and I made the other two that said, Sadia and a cost of woman, I could say, at the Tawan never bring in.
Mama Saka send me say, ECG, and your dear over privatize it. As a worker, would you need Diana?
Oh, Waka, it's young so your monitor, okay, just a prepared or Bayana. Now, one yes, also, yes, you didn't know.
14.75% increase hereby our electricity tariff model and you be at use for then I'm found.
Oh, you catch I buy them for I buy person 27% no deba. And yeah, my buy charge says I deal with your modeba and ya dey boy. It won't share na all money emra from. You do I buy car na buy I should buy 14 na 14 no. You see, say, I buy a short in here. I could say, oh, to me, my 10%, come over 14% electricity ever material.
So there was a short change over there.
Hello.
And I buy a short change. And yes,
oh, yes.
Now, oh, yeah, Musawi, you know, one country and try a buying you.
But you say,
I buy you, say, we are in your modeno. One can be answered buying you.
We have got another negotiation, 2026 negotiation. We have got some normal wage in our paper table. I'm here to push for more salary increment for our members.
Yeah, because the workers here in the country, Ghana, 10% are yet more. From the few that I have interacted with, and not there or any agent crowd. 10% almost is so.
And yeah, you need to know. You know, I would say, I buy by and say, I feel the when your friend is 4 months or 5 months. And you know, and money minimum, but going forward, they're 100% sure, sir. The Yano, a female, afraid you never negotiation, and yes,
being the chairman for the TUC, Minimsan Jumedi Amoyeno, Ghana Ejumaifobi, Edimi Amaho. Some could be listening to Sompa 106.5 FM now. Answer now, Ujayama, Ejawamo Akokrano. Then I'll be catching Ejumaifu, I won't hear Sompa Sabri, for God and country Jumediso.
Yeah, the person may catch Ejumaifu, and they say, Momayanka, Yahoo, at Ejumaifu. Now, entity, a free politics. Na politics ebetimi de awantawa ebetimi de ofo abaye ntem na yehu ya ho say edumayefo na fe so no yenka ye humum na ye make sure say eduma ye de ahye yensa ye nye ni na enye profitable.
Ora Bernard Owusu yebeda wase se ma hokwa ma ni odi nkomo. Yo. Bernard Owusu aye the chairman for the TUC. And artist no edi nkomo enenwumre. I was Sompa 106.5 FM. So for God and country, ajuwe die no so. Yabako in studios is here. Enyamina Awal Mohammed. Sabri Watnasi. He speaks for the New Patriotic Party. Awal, mima akwaba.
Yeah.
Na pom ti say.
Nyame adom. That say.
That's also Bojuma. Now the show on network.
Was last week interview we were.
Yeah.
And no for the fulcrum of all the discussions and a trendy pa me who said no be answer friend no so friend first vice chair.
Chairman Bute there no.
Bute and no interview. Baby but unfortunately yeah mama credit no.
Oh no UTV TV, they gave us the credit.
Yes.
Ghana Web gave us the credit, but no one can. How much credit the fire?
Maybe publish sound in the crowd, but
yeah.
Yes. Someone can say if we have. Yes.
Oh, sir.
Yeah. TikTok say me.
Oh. Sir.
But at least they know say Mobo Juma.
I know say Mobo Juma. Yes, we have that was. Someone who contributed to the ACA. Someone knew I ain't me Mobo Juma, sir. But no one find this no man credit here. Next time, yes.
Yes. But you only be a free there.
Yeah.
Some more listeners will bring.
Baby.
More money be a free there.
For God and country,
of course. But for other portals to even pick it, actually say anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Because any here can go about it. And they call Chema Babe Kasa and go baby.
Yeah.
At least or Kasa Wahano. Portals are picking up. So you guys are doing a great work. I think we should.
Yeah, that was it. And then workers do. Awa,
Minia.
Workers do.
Oh.
But I don't answer.
Say, Anka, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Mina mestre say how.
6 months.
Because we say me kebu.
But
then there.
Yeah.
Me Ghanaian worker. Ye nyina ye workers wa ha. So ye nyina no ye be say ye shefa. Nti ye be boy ye nyina ye ho abaso. Say at least baby a Nyankopon e dia bedru nie. Say ne na unia no e chire mayday no. Osha worldwide e acknowledge say
sure.
Ene countries, almost all the countries ene e holiday. Nkrofo e ji wo mani. But the ba kwa e wo say nyina no ye narrow it down to ye country ha. Na yahwe. Last year statistical service at the revelation be by ehu pa
revelation be no
omuka say hwehwemu amu ye kire say 80% of Ghanaian workers age less than 3,000 cedis a month. Yes, 80% of Ghanaian workers age less than 3,000 cedis a month. Yes, so wo hwe obi a ote Accra na oje even 3,000 cedis na ne ka sika kra eye just 20 cedis a day times ebia 20 days a odi ekwa adwuma eno kire wo se ehu eno etimi ebridi corruption na keka ho esanse we ya wo ye adwuma no se ampase obetimi akate corner bia nya bibi sene president Kufuor kai no se president Kufuor ka se Ghana for adwuma for pretend se omu ye adwuma aban so pretend se otua omuka eno nti na ma odi sa single spine salary structure na buy say yembo modi na nka ye align se na be ya ombetimi ai we say before single spine na police e wo Ghana ha na only 700 cedis a year
because not a month
a year
700 cedis
yeah, that was in 2008
no
yeah
debut
no just 700 cedis. Yes, 700 cedis a year
okay. In 20
constable in 2008 no just 700 cedis your friend say a year
7,000 or 700
700 into uchemwa no jibe 60 cedis 65 cedis so those days these are money no your friend say value
yeah
e buy no omu jampu chen obia they went to around 3,000 na police for a year double and no police for go to talk cars. You remember after
I remember.
Nails by ya we tria single spine we no. Police for talk cars for Ghana hapa.
Hey, asema police for them.
So I think that I was saying nyina no ye ni ekoye ho. Na yehu se Ghana dwuma ye ni no. Ye mpe kwan bi mfa so na yentua ne kaye. send a bear on subetimi aye jumani.
I think having the this communication with Bernard Usu, our chairman of the UC, or the assembly to Jana, the okay and say, aye, man paying His Excellency John Dramani Mama, Wajatum say, Obama Ghana Nibiano, living wage, and that there's a committee Omobabe put in place to look at that.
So, and
how do you receive this news?
We Ghana Jumayenia. When you beji say BBC betimi aba so esan say eba even you in the private sector I come esan say set minimum wage na definitely in the private sector I come even though media there they be amoka obi asem amano but edu mu so amutimi come asem. I have worked as a media person for like 2 years without a pay.
Oh sir, station man.
You say Ezra FM or Kumase no.
Can I know there?
There is such FM.
Such
let me money show so exactly. I worked for 2 years without because to be on air crano a privilege. So we are better about air. So we are obiti by ye. It's not teach you can 30 cedis a month. You understand? But and me koji me ya me koji me we friends say Senate a contribution throughout.
Yeah.
Now me share those days na me media persona. They try less than 10 cities, 15 cities in the mamia. And I feel happy with some nostalgic feelings. Say ampa, a Drew baby in my life. I was taking this amount of money. And Sika na esheho enono because the media for there. Muka professor but a room so but on more serious note, I expected say anka this month ibitimi enya aketuabo 10% no. In the wake of a year tariffs increments of electricity and water.
Yeah.
Esan say ohwe a year aban ebaya obaeze adwumayefo edanakoma super. Last year, 23% between January and July. Between July and December, 25%. That was what we did last year. Dr. Baumia Shebo said, Oba say one tumukrana ubejina baby ejina ya.
Yeah.
But we free 25% about 10%. Last year, we share electricity. Yetumu only 6.4% for the entire year cumulatively because they don't require it. So maybe yetumu cumulatively for the year it's yetumu 6.4%. But this year, first quarter, yetumu 6.4% when akatua a year 23-25%. And yatu akatuam 10%. And starting reflective crab in this are reflecting.
10%.
So this month never reflect. This month
reflect.
Okay, so say and they understandably because I feel now by and the negotiations came 10%. Now first quarter electricity go 14.7%. So I expected say at least ebeko soro kakra. That is what we expect. Again, abaya obeka trend say obeche adwuma no miensa. Obi beba nopa obi beba wia obi beba najo
24-hour economy
24-hour economy yenti ho hwe de ti ye ne se o ya appoint obi say on down no na on fanya adwuma. There's no budget bi ani ho a cover bibi ani ho again sa 24-hour economy no the digital so kese pa ne say national chairman as edu nketi akoka say electricity tariff beba form. President Mahama na can say ebema electricity tariff aba form. It is a we private person na opesa we adwuma 24 hours. Ubenya electricity no for now the aye. What has changed na first quarter yako 14%. And a 24-hour economy no ye name the AC. So that is to tell you say abino. So be deceive Ghana adwuma efo say den because now a lot of people expect to say electricity born by from because that is the first thing I'm talking about the 24-hour economy. I see the you say we are welder. Okay, say to say don't get welder. We are welder now. We are be taking advantage of the 24-hour economy. You bet electricity born amount. Then they should 14%. And yedi atune so first quarter. And I want him say every quarter there is an adjustment either say be cost or say be form.
So you expect to say aban ebehwe. So be living wages now. That is fine. Say bema workers no kra KPI because okwa baby momo ha.
Yeah, I think he said it.
Every
workers KPI.
Momo ha. Samusha no obi nye up to a year.
Sure.
That is what, right? Because the private person is to maximize
and
profits.
You support that?
Exactly. I support that because you see,
even when your government is in power.
Yes. I support this. I work with an employment agency, so anything I bet me abua ama nipa na nye adwuma ye no. Mani beje ho na nipa na nye adwuma ye. But nipa na nye adwuma, yempe de obeye adwuma na yetua na kana nipa na ye adwuma. That's very important.
Okay.
And until I make say, wait there. First a year quarter ni there. Yabakasa abain what disappointed Ghanaian workers in the sense that you can't increase your friend's salary of 10% from 25% and who increase electricity by 14%.
Okay.
Electricity tuane busumi bia sana ke tuane so tuane busumi bia. So eno enama gap no aba but say ampa say committee ni betima ye adwuma na enimonimu ya na ya hwe na ya living wage. Why not?
All right. But I say Awal Mohammed with us is waiting me actually what dream. But quickly, my call Dr. Ayeho. Adam, you've listened to Awal Mohammed. What would you say?
Medasi, welcome on board. Me amini abema
Awa.
In some do na wakano. Ebia I may respond. Ebia I may not because ebu onuma. It is obvious to the people of Ghana. Mamenye analysis Mayday. Ye bo Ghana adwumayfo nyina abaso. So me Ghana adwumayni ba. Bibia ekoso bia e affect obi me so affect me.
Good.
So I understand the difficulties they are going through. It is the same difficulties na yemu be yes you go through. Na who can say Professor there can be or say Ghana workers or money day.
Very productive.
So
yeah.
So no do productive.
Let me see.
Because now a board chairman for Ghana Revenue Authority.
I know.
When you say in 2018 now on target 24.5 billion Ghana cedis. 24.5
in 2018.
billion yes.
In 2018.
But Omunya only 22.7.
Hey,
ono went to meeting the target.
No,
Debbie.
The use of the word only.
KPI, yes, so target 20.
Kase, with me onya 22.7.
So we are underproductive by 0.01%. Crowd underproductive.
Sompa FM.
Yama Wajuma said the whole year raised 24.5 billion. Why raised 22 billion? Oh, a gap of a whole 2 billion Ghana cedis. But who was a board chairman? What I know who did Ghana for workers at them? Nanki the productivity na sake amount for few Juma. Uncle no ka say kada ye na ya pamono. Well, mpanyi for say o real for nsa no ayde. Wa show there. Inti oye penye
a say asem na o ka no o say he did it through research and research no and suggest to say
no research no onye no kwa so na research Ghana they make can say ono no a board chairman for GRA for target and they say 2018 omudonya 24.5 billion omunya 22 as a board chairman he should have resigned but okoso ye na adwuma. You see the way we do our commentary in this country, no?
Yeah.
And on my workers food politicians. What do I say? Asembia oha. Ye say penny do mantamente na penny so wanu ye do. O ka semwa fa obuni ni die ema Ghana worker. Masa Ghana obi anye lazy. Ghana mbabunu bia o ma na dwuma o eden obeye. There are major difficulties in our system. A man mabunu nye adwuma nye. Go onto the streets. Uni mama for no sorry ko circular. Omanga so no ni shop bia o cycle. But o ko circular and pass 6. Obeba fie nwume 8 na 100 Ghana be a day ekura no. Prof what be a friend chat da.
Matisa boys ni use
practice na mo hono ma obi pe senior open pabo ato o ma me nko kire no de wakọ no de 20 Ghana bi ayede ato so
ene practice no
ko masimazia ya paki wo ka no bi abejira o pe we jira he ya
no to ya bro
bo jaba
no practice
Matisa obi ka dia bonyo practice mathematics
o say ko skani no only shop na so only shop but on timi so ntine fie fa ne sanye de ehye dem refem e also odi
Sompa FM
e opportunity na yemu bebre enyaye but system no wo ho na ebemma adwuma ba ma mabunu nya bia ya obia benye behwe ene de bia me ba me ka ko social media okwa TikTok obi ton bibi me boa
yes
emai ebi toni ebi ton paboa ebi ton eyi inku e-commerce oni shop but also ye adwuma okwa Twitter e wo ho meboa obi pe adwuma ye oton bibi oton we WhatsApp status obi timi post DM for cool price meboa just send direct me wa post on the status send direct message na ono nkasa na onto bibi maw. That is how industrious the young Ghanaian is. Enti enye so mo mpa adwuma ye. Adwuma no de omu nya omeye pa, but your system no afeli a lot of your mabuno. And I say this in all honesty, is a bread do say young politicians no. Ye dey no credit. Of course, ye developmental journey no. Baby anko ye. And on a situation where unemployment is 14.7% by national Ghana Statistical Service, I'm able 2 million or more near Jumano. And social president Mama or buy also fine. Because national security say unemployment here national security threat into a leader also young baby. And so also buy this week in Kwa share programs are well launching. Share last 2 weeks or 3 weeks or launching 1 million codes program. A mabunu 100,000 and I apply at the time 100,000 person musuya abefo obi onuma o te se minue o te he onim abefo onim computer mu onim coding o kire no software so on fan develop application et say the people develop Facebook ne Twitter ya omudi sky Ghana ni no so betimi iden I develop bi. There are a lot of softwares I use to Okromwa. I Ghana for mabunu develop here. What do you say? And to share a program like 1 million codes program, yeah. Ebeche a mabunu software development, software management, if it be business process outsourcing. What do you say? They tend to say deep not Ghana, but you find a Juma America or ten computer chi. And you America or Tom McDonald. Don't say America do anajwa. Enye workers ni na omutimi nya mo ye adwuma sa anadwo no also be process tickets tini pa te Ghana ba obi to fuel o America ono no te Ghana ha o process system na ma no obi to McDonald aduane a ono no te Ghana ha o e na all type niema ama nipa na wato no nya ni receipt credit card ne ade sa mabu ne be kyerem sa ne ma no amoma ye competitive in the fourth industrial revolution and digitalization. Osha Ejumara program here by this week, President Mama launch it. A mabunum kwa said mabunum kwa 20,000 benya ejuma in every year. TB supported direct jobs 10,000 annually. 10,000 annually. By a say ebe benefiting pa 20,000 at the end of the year. Ebe sa for maybe 4 years and 8 years I bet na by. At the end of the day, and also say be cater for ye mabunu ni bi. What did they make an say? National Apprenticeship Program and run a president launch or tamale. In Yanoma, Yami, Bibinti, Omini San Juma, Obu Onoma, Carpenter, Adiobe, Empower by Yama, no Bejan Sawakushi and Abochie. Mason for a more Musian tea. Ubu on my machine can no here dryer. Carpenter ni Chessel bini near my big cake no here. What did they make an say? President Mama buy or launches our program. Ya launch online portals a mabuno a omo ye interested be course normal apply na afro mo na aboa mo na bibi etimi akoso 24 hours economy ye baye ya appoint a presidential advisor for that ye Papa Gusitano on any team omo drafted the legal backing for the 24 hours economy.
Okay.
A best spell out the framework and the blueprint for the implementation of the 24 hours economy.
And so that no maybe.
Also Ghana mrebo.
That no maybe.
Me baba me Ghana mrebo no.
Oh
mama nkasa.
Waka o de be me waka sa do.
Oh say na make kasa no. Then na make kasa. Awa na da be na o say time.
Me. Enti da be no maybe. Gusita no maybe.
Very soon.
How soon?
And abaya obaye in less than 4 months. Wa launch the first 120 days social contract no. Why you move 20 out of 25?
No, but who's there? 24-hour economy.
It was a pillar. There's no difficulty.
The headline.
MPP before they are jumping the gun. We are premature ejaculation. Say no beya na ya launch 24 hours ago. Now say already state institutions be ashase. Ghana Publishing Company.
O launch
on 24 hours. Me me board.
Say na no grant say na book say passport grant.
Of course, o mashase. O ti ase o mashase. So there's no difficulty. I can say some of the state institutions will do it.
Immigration passport for ashase.
Oh, masa. Awa. Now the way more passport. Oh.
No, Patrick.
Awa, as I will pray.
But there be time there. Me I don't think me bam.
It's like I say. Ghana yemra na chere say juma ni bia. What you say? I will say obi juma 8 hours said they kind no. But you have a system at 24 hours economy. Yes, you ba be juma 24 hours. Necessary legal framework must come into play to give room for that. And check that program will be launched.
Okay.
Earlier launching we are necessary collapse MPP crowd.
All right,
but the point is that the government of President Mahama is committed. On say Ben the only case friends say Ben
Benade.
Or say omo meeting President Mahama. Or say omo meeting President Mahama. Emma oni omo di nkomo bi say emoluments and salaries in the article 71 there will be a committee to meet so that all of the things can be considered. The government of President Mahama, like I said, Ghana Funtini yewo omuti ye adwuma. We work at the pleasure of the people of Ghana. Omo antini ye adwuma. Enti if you are setting committee na be reviews animal we na at a point in time we think say workers no need more. The government is willing to
okay.
So that's it.
Mami brown chain
na passport no ma check.
I'm gonna check. I'm so check mami.
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask my question. Now, thank you, Toy.
Yes.
I was to say that I bloody.
Okay. Maybe I know so kakra, but just Ghana Publishing.
Now, mami really, I don't pen them sir.
Okay.
But thank you, Tono. I am bloody.
Yes.
Mushas, you know, from Western region to Bono region, Sunyani. Remember Bakote Toy. No can a team no bio. Nanabi. Toy. So Nanabi ni munenam. Buko Western region. And a confusion because see. Hopes na do the two just say yabo biasum. Our parents and America say or move biasun and the bisu aka say or those so ye more nation. Omu free ho akosunyane no na na bi anko. Omu ba Kumasi ti make Omu ba Kumasi. From Kumasi to omu next destination ayedim. Say Kennedy atiato. Saso na eye mu national chairman onu so atiato. Because o atiato what you say?
Kasamiti.
What is happening within the new patriotic parties? Thank you, Tom.
So, me that's it. David Asante, first publishing a year CEO, Yamana Jumana, Okoye inspection, MRTV Nina Kokovai. Okay, say indeed, David Asante a transform all. A Juma David Asante, I am in Ama, Utimi, a 24-hour economy money, Ewo publishing. And that was the first thing he did. The inspection of your friends say because for the first time, not Ghana Publishing a printing, electoral
elections. Excuse me, this is not to interject you, but Ghana Passport Administration to operate. Meba.
Yes.
Then we can analyze it.
Just to operate. You are in a haste to underline.
I see Ghana Passport Administration to operate 24/7 to cut processing time.
Okay.
Says Foreign Minister.
Okay.
My main kind of story, no.
Okay.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has planned to implement a 3-shift system.
I'm underlining some words. At least
and the passport office to drastically reduce passport processing times, aiming for a 1-week turnaround for applications. The sector minister Samuel Okujato Ablakwa reaffirmed his commitment to modernizing the passport administration, urging staff of the passport office to prepare for extended working hours as part of the government's 24-hour economy.
Exactly.
Clarification.
Exactly. So, Wina, Ejuma Yabato again. Ejuma Ura, any apprenticeship. It's laughable.
Ejuma Ura, any apprenticeship, no? Laughable. Are they copying from you?
And you're copying, they were continuing on where we started. I just say, I told you, me a Juma employment agency. So anything about employment, me passionate about it. And I know.
Employment agency, Ben.
Youth employment. Let me know PRO. Youth employment. So just about 6 months ago, let me know PRO. So I know.
Yes. We don't know a national PRO.
Yes.
And see, mobile, we need Japan mobile. Techimano.
Yes, me buy. We interview me, but now no mobile because first time I wish I would have said. Exactly. Yes. Your friends say value view. Yes.
Fetch me.
We are required to be true. Be brave. My one also. So, what has some criteria? And know your entrepreneurship. I know your friends apprenticeship. And our MC, you know.
Yeah.
But entrepreneurship, no. It started NEIP. Tama John Kumaba, you know. Omo started 10,000 Ghanaian youth. Imubako aye so na sene ene we ye ejuma na juma over 100 outlets. Pizza man.
Oh, okay.
Abrante we school KNUST na we national service KNUST ho ena one na damfo enya adwene se on pese omoye bibisa omkohia John Kuma as NEIP boss. John Kuma so omasene ema omuska as part of the president picture. Emma omuye started outlets in Miensa Okumase ene dotted across the country. Omoka a success story of ejuma urana omo omasasa di na omaya na ejuma urana NEIP